Today we're going to be building some small tables to put these plants on. I want these to be about railing height, kind of like that. So if we take a look at it this way, say the top will be like that. We'll give an inch for the frame of the top. We want to cut these boards right about here. And we keep this side. So we're going to need 4 per side, so we need a total of 8 of those, which I should have. And then we got to see how wide it needs to be. Yeah, let's see. I guess we could go pretty much up against there. So that's going to... Oh, that got broken in the car too. Not good. We'll make them this long, and we'll keep that. So we just got to mark up the other 8 boards, and we'll be good to go here. Probably should keep these in the shade for now. It should be enough to make the table, because we need 4 legs and maybe 3 or 4 across the top. So you get that from the 4 legs. So yeah, we should have enough. Lumber is very heavy. It's got to be all wet. There was another piece that fell off somewhere, and we can salvage the other piece too. Yeah, I can salvage this. Okay, here's the saw we're going to use. Alright, so let's make our first cut here, and then we'll use that as a template for the rest of them. Okay. Prefer not to get sawdust all in the living room. Okay, so this will be the height. That should be fine. Alright, so now we're just going to mark out all the cuts for the legs, and then we'll cut the legs on. And I got to figure out how we're going to make the top. Okay. Okay, so that makes our 4 or our 8 leg pieces. So now for the frame, I gotta see how wide do we need it to be. Is 3 wide good enough, or should it be 4? Oh no, I think 3 wide is fine. Okay, so then what we gotta do is we want to make these pieces the length of 3. Huh? Why aren't you writing? Okay, good. That time was better. So we just need 6 pieces of this length. Okay. Oh no, I don't have a pencil sharpener here. Actually, you know what? That's incorrect. I do. One came with the house. Hope it works. Well, it's gonna have to work. It's old, so it probably works just fine. Oh yeah, I think it'll work okay. Perfect. So I usually use carpentry pencils. I don't have any here. This will work. Okay, so that's 3 right there, 4, 5, and this will be number 6. Okay. Okay, so the first thing we need to do now is attach the legs. So it's going to end up going like this, one on each side, and then for the one in the middle, I'll probably just run another piece under the bottom, or I could put you know, like 2 3-inch screws across. I could do that too, but rather than go on the bottom, I think that's sturdier. So I like to drill holes in here so it don't split. I know that's kind of old-fashioned, but that's just the way I like to do it. I think in this case, well, let's see, is a 1-inch screw enough? I think so. I mean, these aren't, they're not taking any weight, they're just going across. So I think 1-inch screws is fine. Now this bit is bigger than the screw threads because I want it to be able to spin on the top and tighten up to the bottom. little bit too big, I think. Maybe a size smaller is better. I think this will suffice. Okay. So we're going to do 3 screws per side. That's the wrong direction. I don't really want to go into the other piece. That was unintentional. So as a result of that, I'm just going to turn this one upside down because I don't want that. It's going to be too loose going like that. Okay, so that's pretty stable. So now we got to make 2 more of those. You know what? I think just for good measure, I'm going to replace one of these with longer screws. I have them, so might as well use them. 3-inch. I think 3-inch would be excessive for all of them, but 1 I think should be 3-inch. that's a little better. Not good, we got metal shavings all over there. That's kind of dangerous. Look how wet the lumber is. That's crazy. That's cool. Yeah, it's got wood shaving on it too. Everything's got wood shaving on it around here. Okay, so there's our first pair of legs. Now what we need to do is join the middle piece. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky because the floor isn't quite flat. We're going to have to put it onto newly cut pieces so that it's flat and level. So I think our best bet is just going to be to take a piece and run it across the middle. This stuff is extra, we don't need it. And we need less, well, about maybe 2/3 of this. Can't use a 3-inch screw here because it'll go through. We have to use the 1-inch exclusively, so we'll do 9 holes using the smaller screws. Okay. Well, that doesn't work at all. Huh. Okay, well, we'll just have to do another piece that's the same length then. I think the screws are a little bit too short for this, but that's... I mean, the 3-inch ones are going to go through, so we don't have any other option. I could do it like that, which is not really cosmetically sound, or actually no matter what I do wouldn't be too cosmetically sound, because the other option would be you put a beam like this on both sides. That would be stronger, but I think that's starting to just get to be a bit overkill, because the middle beam isn't really going to be taking any weight. It's more just a actually, you know what, I kind of like it like this. I like it like that. That seems like it would be very strong, and it'll give the legs a little bit more security too. Let's do it that way. It's using a bit more wood, but that's fine. I have the wood and might as well use it. That's what I got it for. I guess this makes the most sense as far as stability goes. Oh, it doesn't go through. And it comes very, very close, but... Huh. Okay. Well, if that doesn't go through, then maybe we just try 2 of these further out on the end. That might work. No, I knew it was just a matter of time before something like that happens. Surprised that hasn't happened sooner. If that's not coming through the other side, which it's not, then I think that may work. Let's give that a shot. Then I only have to cut one extra piece. That's solid. And nothing came through. So I think we're good there. It's a little bit wobbly this way because there's no beam in between the legs, but I think for the plants this is fine. Yeah, that'll be fine for the plants. What will not be fine is I have to secure them to the railing somehow so the wind doesn't omit them. Let's see, is it going to? Well, maybe the wind won't be an issue. Maybe not. Okay, so we just have to make one more cut. We need one extra piece, and it's the piece that's shorter. This piece. Never measure, cut once. Alright, so we need the 3 holes in there on each side, on those 2, and then this one we need the 6 holes, and oh, wait a minute, we need 2 extra pieces for that? Yeah, because that's using 4 now. Okay, so those, the 2 holes, no hole, or actually 6 holes in the neck, it's no holes. Wood's too wet. The heck? You know what would be even better than this is to stagger the location of the screws instead of doing them all in one place. So like there should have been a screw here as well. That'll make it much stronger that way. Oh yeah, this one is much better. This one is much stronger. I'll fix it. Fix this one. Now, you'll learn as you go. I like to function on the fly rather than plan everything out perfectly to begin with. Yeah, the wood is a little bit warped. It's one of the problems you're dealing with, like cheap lumber from the Home Depot, and this is what you run into. Situation where the wood just isn't quite correct. Inherently the battery just ran out of charge. It works much better when the battery is charged up. Much better. Now this one is very sturdy. Now they're both sturdy. Perfect. This is just because the piece is warped. It's good enough for a planter. Perfect.